Right, let's get started. So we're going to take our chicken replacement. In my case, I'm using Huera. Add some coconut milk or coconut yogurt to that. I'm using 4 tablespoons. You can use slightly less or slightly more depending on your preference. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of garam masala. So that's going to go in. Mix that in there nicely. You're going to add 2 tablespoons of tandoori. And that's going to just give some really nice blends of flavors. Then next comes in cumin. I use 1 tablespoon of cumin powder. Just your olive oil goes in, and then obviously lastly you're going to salt to taste. We're going to take a little bit of salt. Now this is very much according to your own personal preference, so if you want to put a little bit more or a little bit less, that's completely up to you. Now we're going to mix that in. You can use a spoon. I like to massage the ingredients in. It just seems to enhance the flavor a little bit. And then once we're done, we're going to let that rest a little bit. Right, so we're back. I've had these onions on the go for a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to brown them. You're going to add your garlic to them. Stir that nice in. Obviously the aim is to not burn the onions, so you're going to do this on a low heat. Just get that done nicely. And next we're going to add in our tomato puree. So I'm using 400 mils of tomato puree. That's going to go in. And you're going to mix that up really nicely. There we go. That's starting to smell really good as well. And you're just getting all these flavors coming together. Now I'm putting in raw chili actually. Now I know the recipe calls for raw chili powder. It's just my personal preference, but either works, and it just depends on how hot you want the curry to be. So this is the part where you can also enhance the strength. Again, add a little bit of salt. It just takes a bit of the edge off the tomato. Remember not to put too much salt in. You've already got salt in from the last huero. That gets added in, and we're going to stir the chicken replacement or the huero. And that's got those lovely tandoori flavors, the garam masala. That's really going to mix in now with this tomato puree, and that's going to sit on the pot for a while. And you're going to just let it absorb the flavors. Remember not to put your heat too high. You want this to just sit and simmer for a while. So my pot's been simmering for a while. I can just smell all those flavors coming through. We're going to add our coriander in. That's going to go in. And we're going to add some butter, some vegan butter. I'm using a vegan maize butter, but you can use olive oil or whatever you feel comfortable with. That's going to get mixed in really nicely. Next we're going to take our vegan cream. I'm using 175 mils of vegan cream here. And that's just going to get mixed in, and it's just going to blend and soften the flavor of this butter chicken, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And you can just smell those flavors. I mean, at this stage the tandoori is coming through, the cumin, the coriander is going to start pulling through onto this dish. It's just amazing. It's really, really nice. And we're going to let that simmer for a while, and it's almost ready. Yep, that's looking great. Okay, so that's the end product, plated and ready to enjoy.